Organisers of the Sydney-Hobart are standing by their decision to send the fleet into treacherous waters after the deaths of two sailors on separate yachts.
Both men were hit and killed by swinging booms. The race is continuing and there are fears even bigger seas stand in the way of those still heading for Hobart.
On the south coast today, a wharf of woe, drenched and dehydrated, nursing broken dreams.
The waves over here, the water.
And busted boats. URM is missing its mast.
It's terrible. It just shows how dangerous it is.
And dangerous it was.
Truly tragic situation.
Earlier, this was Bowline limping back to land. Also limping, one of its 11 experienced sailors after a race gone wrong. 2 a.m, Bowline was 50 kilometres off Bateman's Bay when suddenly a wind change. Sailor Nick Smith, 65, from Adelaide, was knocked out by a boom rope.
It was moving around violently and has caused significant head injuries, and they gallantly provided CPR for a long period of time and they didn't give up. However, his life could not be saved.
And it showed. One by one, the yacht's crew clambered ashore. First stop, the police.
We still have crime scene on the vessels, interviewing all the passengers. They are shaken up from what they've seen and what they've had to do.
Earlier, up the coast, the same freak tragedy on Arctos. This time, 55-year-old navigator Roy Quadden from WA
Suffered a head injury caused by a moving boom on that vessel.
She too made a mayday, but it was all too late.
These fleets can handle those winds easily. They're ocean racers, they're used to those winds. It was not extreme conditions.
But it was the most deadly and destructive night in Sydney to Hobart history since the doomed race of '98. As for calling it all off,
The race will continue.
and
There is one good story that I heard overnight.
Luke Watkins aboard Porco Rosso was man overboard for an hour when the yacht rolled on a wave. Its mast was mauled as well.
A bit of mast track sitting on the bottom of the boat.
But somehow they turned back and found Watkins in the waves.
You never know how these things are going to turn out. We were so grateful when he slipped on board.
Tonight, 21 yachts, a fifth of the fleet, are out. They include race record holder Comanche, whose sail was smashed.
We're very disappointed on board. It's overshadowed by the tragic events. The disappointment that you get with very complicated boats sailing in, very fast sailing conditions.
The 79th, Sydney to Hobart, now law connects to lose.
Pretty tough night, but we've got through it. The team has done sensational and we've just got to concentrate on the job ahead and keep everyone safe.
We have reporters on the south coast and in Hobart tonight. First to Hayden Nelson live in Bateman's Bay. Hayden, most of the fleet is about to enter Bass Strait.
That's right, Ange. The leader, Law Connect, is already off the Tasmanian coast, but it's the smaller, more vulnerable boats which are heading into the most dangerous part of the race. And as we've heard, the worst of the weather awaits them. Today, 22 yachts were officially retired. And if the fleet is hit, which we think it will be, expect many, many more over the coming 24 hours.
Thank you. Now to Angelique Opie in Hobart. Angelique, when is the race leader expected to reach you?
Well, Mark, if things don't change, Law Connect should arrive here at Constitution Dock sometime around midnight tonight. Normally, there would be a great sense of excitement and anticipation with the leaders so close, but I can tell you things are very sombre here tonight. No matter what happens, it's hard to imagine there will be very much celebrating. Instead, everyone's thoughts are with the families of those two sailors.
They certainly are. Angelique Opie in Hobart. Thank you.